Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, weigh it up, bust it down, open up, seal. It's a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even hear, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down. It's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, really no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma bust down, seal up, bust down, break it down, bust down, weigh it up, 30 down, 50, 100, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, lick 'em out, water don't drown, neck whip like baptized, church, MJ with the 4-5, fade away, no buns, hey what, never like a mummy, fade to a dummy, apartment, I moved the in abundance. Buzz on the weird up. I split up like circumference. End up. This a buzz down. Got it. We don't even hear. Got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down. It's a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, really no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, buzz down, buzz down, buzz down. 30, 50, 100. I'm down. I keep high up. Yeah, it's my decorator. What else? Draw 6 like PlayStation. Like station. Can't keep my waiting. My impatient. Whoa. Remix. Then nothing. In the kitchen. Post 3 times 10. Hurricane chopper, hey, baby. Got weed like Sinead. Them, hey, on them like Luda. I'm older like a, I pass it like a, excuse me. My feet down here, cold with it like Martin. Break it down, pick it up, put it up, bring it back, hey. Then up, it's a buzz. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even hear, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down. It's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, but no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, seal up, buzz down, break it down, buzz down, buzz down, 30, down, 50, 100, seal down.
Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick? Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. What is in the air?
The damage that we do is severe. Reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Them did them in his blood. Flew in the air, we put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Self to pursue my career, so I keep a tight circle. I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put two in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block for wears.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the D's.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
Ties and dope bars.
Life is a movie and death is the co-star.
Mechanics of the game.
Bandits trail foreigns in the lane.
If they heard that the driver is gang off,
we be in the part of the party that gets roped off.
Mingle with the judge and both for
questions that we asking ourselves, having the
spending money that's unaccounted for.
If you scared to party with gangsters,
what you around us for?
We do what we want, man.
We get around the law.
Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links.
LOX give respect, cause fear stinks.
Chair at the table,
it's the commission,
a rare thing.
B, come on, it's us, you hear kings.
We still smell money in here, Frank.
Raps like a dice game.
We bout to clear bank.
Everybody back up,
what?
Man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty.
don't know nothing. We doing the most. I was ducking. Me and my guys design your books, look in your eyes, and I see, hold on, be surprised when you. I can't play myself out like that. Keep getting that dope. Counting mine won't be trying to get no on my note. I was down bad on my look, my dog like farmers go ain't been sweet, but neither is me, so my feet be on the move. But on both, I know what it's like to not have getting this mix, I give a bet. Like that step on my free world out there in the book. I just might be me and can't turn me down. This ain't that first. Got all was on we cook. Got all some. Got up every time I feel the dick. Got up every time I feel the dick. You look feel the mission when you gossip in your kitchen.
Respect, cause fear stinks. Share at the table. It's the commission, a rare thing. See, come on, it's us. You hear king. We still smell money and hear Frank. Raps like a dice game.
Pop off, hit me, my Motorola if you need to. Every day, no, I ain't never call. won't freeze. Footy on his hands and knees. Who you frontin' on? Come on, girl. I know you a rookie. You got some followers, so what? Want you a cookie? I got promoters throwing shows so they can say that they book me. When I walk up in the mall, they be turning and looking. No race, I went easy cause the pace I be pushing. In the store, I'm like, they like Rico, what you? I'm better than all the rest. Not a drill, ho, it's not a test. You need to roll out cause you acting too hesitant. I bet you can't count all the money that I just spent. Singing to the fans like they Jasmine Sullivan. Too big, I just popped my rubber band. What? On my, what? It don't matter cause I'm steady counting. What? On my, what? It don't matter cause I'm steady counting.
Wait, baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram.
It's NBA action on EA. Our opening tip won by the Thunder as we get started in OKC. It's Westbrook. The shot, almost.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Will Barton. Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Oh, Russell Westbrook missed his first. That one goes. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
To Millsap. Not that time.
They're bound to get on the scoreboard sooner or later if they keep getting open looks like that.
It goes down. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Russell Westbrook powers it through.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
And it's rebounded by Adams. Ferguson to George. Short jumper stays out.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything.
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Looking good. 4 for 5.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And they call it
a simple touch foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Westbrook. Top of the key. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's a chance from long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Schroeder. Nikola Jokic able to recover with the block. From the painted area, won't go down. Over the line. Backcourt violation. George on the drive, but his shot misses. To Thomas. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. To Paul George. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Thomas into the front court. Right now, down 7. To Jokic. Nikola Jokic. 3 for 4. Good start.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Westbrook to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Steven Adams snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there. Fires the 3. Off the mark. No good. Malik Beasley. Huge block. Knocked loose. Thunder have it. Paul Millsap sends it away. And the rebound comes down to the Thunder. That'll do it for the first quarter. Thunder with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. 4-3. Not that time. There it is. Nikola Jokic with the putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Isaiah Thomas, guarded by Terrence Ferguson. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Paul George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
End score, strong take.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Markeith Morris with the block. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
That's good chemistry right there, but more importantly, that's great trust. Trusting in your teammate to knock down that shot says everything about the confidence level of your team.
Westbrook. Deep left corner. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
To Will Barton. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. Ferguson. Terrific vision. Big man, Steven Adams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Great feed. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lets it fly from long range. Good contest. Barton misses. To Adams. Steven Adams with the slam.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Now whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Number 17,
Thomas.
Dennis Schroeder.
Can't get the bounce. Ferguson. For three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
Fires the three. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Add 2 points to the board.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Can't connect from inside. To Schroeder. Beyond the arc for three. Second effort. Big man, Steven Adams. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Murray with the basketball. Down a bundle. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
George to Schroeder. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Malik Beasley swats it. Denver's got it. gets to the basket and scores.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Oh, emphatic slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Jamal Murray, guarded by Jeremy Grant. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Paul Millsap rejects it to Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Thomas. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line. Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Misses the first. Off the mark. And a putback slam.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Paul Millsap trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Westbrook with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Isaiah Thomas. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
To Will Barton. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the Thunder with the rebound. To Westbrook. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. Where did that come from?
It's like he got on an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Westbrook. Nikola Jokic pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Not done yet. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
We used to hear that saying all the time. A 2 is a 2, keep it moving. No, a 2 isn't a 2. It can be a dagger sometimes when a defense has mental lapse like that. He deflates the energy of the D by making easy lays.
Adams. Trying to cash in. Offensive board to Will Barton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Westbrook. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Millsap, guarded by Morris. And that's rebounded by the Thunder. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Turns and slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Will Barton. Has a look. Barton's shot, no good. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the Thunder, number 2, Raymond Felton.
Isaiah Thomas against Schroeder. 4-3. Misfires. It's no good. And finishes strong.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Schroeder. Rebound taken in by the Nuggets. Short jumper stays out. From long range. And the rebound comes to OKC. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. And a nice cushion for the Thunder. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You know, it reminds me out of the story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Thomas. And the rebound taken in by Adams.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Won't go. Jamal Murray.
To number 0, Russell Westbrook. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Jamal Murray is going to get 3 shots here for his career, 89%. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. Westbrook into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. And count the basket inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jack.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The drive by Westbrook, but his shot stays out. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Westbrook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Adams. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Paul George. And the rebound claimed by Denver. Murray into the front court. His guys down big. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Won't go down. A shot no good by Harris. To George. Count the basket inside. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Fires the 3. He was all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Beyond the arc for 3. That out of his range and no good. Adams. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Passed it off. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Murray's shot won't fall. And 2 points to the board. Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Paul Millsap tips it. Thomas with the basketball. Down a bundle. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Curling inside. Paul Millsap sends it away. Good victory here for the Thunder as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Got your baby. I put the soul in me.